For 50 years, I was told that I was lazy. I just thought I was broken. Um, didn't try hard enough, didn't apply myself. I didn't know my brain was just wired differently. I was diagnosed with ADHD at age 55. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the grief of knowing, but also the grief of finding out too late. So, there I am in couples therapy with my ex, and I have impulse control issues. I'm admittedly drinking too much alcohol. I'm not acting as a responsible person. I have trouble focusing, can't concentrate, still holding down my job, still able to function as a person, but never really understanding why it was that way. And I started to see the problems that I was causing. I started to question why I was the way I was. And so I started Googling my symptoms. Hey, Googling the symptoms comes up with these are symptoms of ADHD. So I went to the doctor, I took the test, and I scored big, big on the scale for both inattentive and hyperactive ADHD. In a sense, I was relieved. I had never really understood why drinking too much caffeine would allow me to hyperfocus. Never understood the piles of unfinished projects I had in my office. Never understood the levels of disorganization that I would create. Even as a child, I would get in big trouble for my closet having stuff just piled in it. Hey, new project. I'm going to start this new project and I need to spend $1,000 to get the minimum of what I need to get this project rolling. Order the stuff, shows up, ends up sitting in a corner of my office for a month, and then another month, and then another month. Returns no longer possible, and I no longer had interest in the project. Sound familiar? I can't help but wonder, I can't help but wonder how my life would have turned out if I had been diagnosed 40 years ago, 30 years ago, if I'd understood the condition I suffered from and developed coping mechanisms to work with them. Now, as an adult at age 55, I'm just figuring those things out. I'm traversing this new landscape, as I think many of you probably are too. If you too are mourning the years that you lost, that's okay. Go easy on yourself. You didn't know, and you're allowed to grieve that. Now, looking back, I realize that I wasn't a failure. I was struggling. I was fighting an armor. I was fighting an armor. I was fighting a battle without any armor. And I was losing. And as I got older, the battle got harder. The things that I would take for granted as a person even going into my 30s and 40s, drinking too much caffeine, staying up too late at night on a hyper-focused rabbit hole, going down and researching some new topic that had sparked my interest. Couldn't really do those things like I used to. Needed to get some sleep and would feel exhausted the next day. At age 55, I still have a lot of life left to live. And now I have the manual, much like the character in Greatest American Hero. If you remember that TV show, he got the super suit, didn't have the manual. Now I've got the manual. I'm going to figure this out. I am learning to forgive my younger self. He had compassion for others. He made mistakes, and that's okay. He did his best, and I can forgive myself for that. I'm starting this channel to figure out how to navigate aging with ADHD, and I'd like for you to come along with me. If you were diagnosed late, how did you feel? Were you relieved? Mad? What sort of struggles did you encounter after being diagnosed? Let me know in the comments below. This is Ed. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Squirrel.